We live in a post-pandemic world. Things have changed. You know that. We went through a big crisis. It was a sickness that a lot of people dealt with. A lot of people have passed away. We're still getting the virus, and there's still talks about immunity and immune function, all that stuff. So whenever there's a crisis, the next phase we go through is very, very important. You look back in the 1920s when we had the Great Depression and how economically there was a lot of hardship. What ended up happening was the next generation of people that came out of that were savers. They were the ones that kept money in their mattress and in their pillowcases, and they would just save and save and save, and they wouldn't spend money because they're like, if we go through another crisis, we'll have this money and we won't suffer like we did last time. But what changes now and this time is that we need to focus on our immune system, because the people who have a better, stronger immune system are the ones that can withstand the virus much better. They recover faster. They don't have long-term symptoms and issues. But the people with comorbidities, they're the ones that seem to suffer, and they have long-term, sometimes permanent issues. My heart goes out to them. Some of them pass away from the illness. And so let's prevent this. How do we do that?
You're not subscribed. If you're enjoying this video, consider liking and subscribing.
Well, we've got to have a strong immune system. Your immune system is what defends your body against viruses and bacteria and infections and anything else that may come your way. You have to have that immune system working properly. So let's focus on that. The common theme is people say, oh, you know what you got to do? If you want your immune system to be strong, you need to take supplements. Take zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, whatever else they tell you, echinacea, herbal things. I'm not saying those things don't work, but those things are the same as taking medication for your immune system. And I'm saying go ahead and take them, especially if you find that your body has a deficiency of vitamin D. Your body has a deficiency of zinc. Well, then yeah, you better be taking those things until the deficiency is met. But your immune system is really controlled by your nervous system, and your adrenal glands have a lot to do with that. What are your adrenal glands? Adrenal glands are these small glands that sit above your kidneys, and what they do is they release certain hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, epinephrine, and norepinephrine, and those boost your energy levels. And so the adrenal glands help sustain your immune system. How do I know this? Because your body requires energy to feed the immune system. The immune system tanks anytime your energy tanks. Just look, when it's cold outside, you go outside in the cold, what happens? Your body, because it's innately intelligent, your body says, I need to take all the energy to maintain core temperature at 98.6. So it's 4 degrees outside. So your body has to work really, really hard to maintain your core temperature at 98.6. And where does that energy come from? It takes the energy from your immune system. That's why when you go out in the cold, you catch a cold. So what you have to do is make sure your adrenal glands are strong enough to produce enough energy to sustain your body so that your immune system doesn't dip. How do you improve that? What's called improving stress tolerance. Everything that comes at you is stress. Your body has to deal with it. So if your stress level is higher than your tolerance to that stress, now you're susceptible to illness and even injury. So here's what you do. Sleep is number one. You need to be getting enough sleep. In the winter, you should sleep a little bit longer than you do in the summer because it's cold outside and you need the energy. Breathing is another one. When your body goes into fight or flight, the first thing that slows down is your immune system, followed by digestion. That's why people in long-term chronic stress have chronic sinus infections and constipation or indigestion, because they're not digesting properly and their immune system is lower. Breathing, you can control your breathing, and if you do, you can shift out of that fight or flight and stress situation. Just take 10 deep breaths where you count to 5 when you breathe in and count to 10 when you exhale. If your exhale is twice as long as your inhale, your body comes out of fight or flight. Now, on the YouTube channel, we have all these other videos on breathing techniques and breathing exercises and heart rate variability. Make sure you watch those videos. The next one is you got to be eating correctly. If you're eating right, you won't have deficiencies, and it's how you eat, not what you eat. So when you're eating, you need to be in a state of mind that receives that food properly. If your body is in fight or flight, you're stressed, you're worried, you're nervous, you're upset, you're angry, that food becomes poison in your body and it will not help boost your immune system. So calm down, relax, take a couple of deep breaths before you eat your food, and maybe even play some Baroque classical music. The last one is pray. Prayer seems to boost the immune system. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. It doesn't really matter. Pray before you eat, pray before you go to sleep. You will do better. There's a lot of research on this. One of those was they had a group of people being prayed for, and those people had better immune system than the other. They had a group of people actually pray for their past. When they had an illness in the past, they recovered faster. Prayer seems to work very, very well. Now, I know there's, in my life, based on my personal beliefs, I know that prayer activates forces from a higher power that makes your life better. And so that's why I pray. But even if you don't have those beliefs, still praying seems to boost the immune system. So yes, worry about the zinc and the vitamin D and the vitamin C and the echinacea. That's all good. But let's add these other 4 things to it, which is sleep, breathe, eat, and pray. I hope that helps you. Take care. Please like, subscribe, share the video, and comment. And I'll be happy to talk to you some more later.